Hey everyone, this is Ahmed Al-Amla here. We'll be talking about the criminal justice system / discourse community. We'll talk about the current goals and issues that the criminal justice system is faced with, identify our research question, talk about where you find the sources, where we found our sources. We'll walk through the synthesis map tree, identify and discuss gaps in the research, and walk through rhetorical analysis / hypothetical scenarios. Let's begin with the goals and identifying current issues. One major goal and current issue in the criminal justice system / discourse community is identifying the ethics and theories that play a role in what causes crime. As for the ethics, this can really be based on the individual. What I consider ethical may be unethical to you, and vice versa. So this could be a very tedious issue when the criminal justice discourse tries to identify ethics in terms of an individual. As for the theories that play a role in what causes crime, we have sociological-based theories such as structural functionalism, social strain theory, conflict theory, and labeling theory that are used to identify what causes crime, or can be indicators of what causes crime. Second point is upholding ethical criminal justice practices. So, as for the authoritative branches of the criminal justice discourse community, such as corrections, policing, judicial, making sure that none of these branches abuse their power and really allow those flowing through those branches to feel like they're being abused. Third is protecting, and this is possibly the biggest point, is protecting and ensuring society as a whole is safe. So this is really the big goal of the criminal justice discourse community. Our research question that we've crafted: how does the criminal justice system / discourse community manage to protect society while understanding what causes crime? So really a combination of the goals / issues and just hoping to identify this and come to an conclusion on this. Next, we have where we obtained our sources from. We obtained our sources from the Wayne State Library, which was very informative and very nice to dabble in the criminal justice discourse community and how they articulate their words, getting firsthand experience in how they those members write in the discourse community. So very effective, very informative research source, Wayne State Library, and we have our lovely school logo here. This is our synthesis map tree. Flowing from the top, we have our question: how does the criminal justice system manage to protect society while understanding what causes crime? We've really subcategorized this into goals, efforts, effectiveness, and attributes, color coding each one, and then stemming off our resources and drawing lines to connect those that have similar ideas, and just drawing references and inferences from each one. So if we flow down from the goals, focus on the ethics and theories that can cause crime and how to improve society. We've identified that early on. If we go to efforts, we can see that that flows into the criminal justice system, protects society through a systematic approach through all branches of criminal justice system while maintaining efforts to understand crime. Efforts are made to understand why crime is committed through understanding the theories behind crime. And U.S. politicians have responded to the public fear of crime by devoting resources, building, and strengthening the criminal justice system. So we can see that these two sectors right here, goals and efforts, are really well connected because goals and efforts play hand in hand. Effectiveness: the criminal justice system is ineffective in that the manner it is intended, problem-solving analysis, failed to understand life situations such as prejudice, bias, racism, etc. And finally, our attribute section really identifies, the members, lawyers, judges, police officers, etc., those who write in the confines of the criminal justice system. Identify the language, which is very precise and informative due to the importance of the criminal justice system. So this is really just a flow of our, quick rundown of our synthesis map tree. Hope you guys get a chance to look at this. Would love to pass on some great, valuable information on the discourse to you guys. I look forward to looking at your guys' as well. Next, we have our gaps in the research. So we have our thinking man right here. If we really look at the first point, does society actually feel safe and protected? So we know that the goal of the discourse community is to make sure that society feels safe and protected. But how safe and protected does society actually feel? We identified earlier that the criminal justice system adapts to new waves of crime through implementing public policy, through changing its mechanisms if things are ineffective. So how effective are these at really ensuring that society feels safe and protected? Would love to dive into this on a future research project. Second point was, how can one determine what is ethical when ethics are based on the individual and can vary? We've identified all that already. What I consider unethical may not be ethical to you, and vice versa. This is also a very, very valuable and knowledge-packed research opportunity. If anyone's interested, I would love to be down the line. Point 3, are the theories presented a proper inference of the causation of crime? We identified these sociological theories early on, but these are just theories. How cemented are they in identifying and really allowing us to point to the fact that these are the proper causes of what causes crime? So those are just some points to think about. And again, another valuable research point there. Finally, we have our rhetorical analysis / hypothetical scenario that our skeleton man is thinking about in spirit of Halloween. Hope you guys have a fun, safe weekend. Back to the point. One point would be negative implications and viewpoints of the criminal justice system in terms of effectiveness. We've already identified that the system is ineffective in the manner that is presented due to the negligence of certain social factors such as prejudice, bias, racism. So really just a hypothetical scenario thinking of how are the negative implications and viewpoints on the criminal justice system, how do those affect the effectiveness in the eyes of the public? That's one thing I wanted to dive into in terms of rhetorical analysis / a hypothetical scenario. Finally would be a negative viewpoint of the criminal justice discourse community. So the discourse, not the system, the actual discourse, the one that I would love to participate in. How effective is it ensuring that the system is ensuring that it's doing its proper job? And what are the negative viewpoints of the criminal justice discourse community, those looking into the discourse community? So that's another valuable point and valuable rhetorical analysis / hypothetical scenario that, again, our Halloween skeleton man is thinking about, and something that I will be thinking about in the future as I dive deeper into the discourse community. Overall, it was a very effective project, this multi-module model presentation. It really allowed me to bring together all my sources, bring together all of my points, really put it in a visual aspect. Sometimes when we think of words and thoughts and phrases, it gets all jumbled up, but putting it together in a picture slide, really incorporating pictures such as the skeleton man, incorporating a thinking man, incorporating lines and colors, boxes, even allowing us to look at our school logo and questions, question board right here, goals, really allows you to put everything together and really understand what you're talking about. So overall, very effective project, had a very good time doing it. Again, here's my little mallet, just in case you guys missed that. And I hope you guys retain some good information from my multi-model presentation. Thank you. I look forward to looking at your guys's, giving you guys some good feedback. Hope everyone has a safe Halloween weekend and a good rest of the semester. Thank you, guys.